The 4th of July weekend is almost upon us, and there is nothing quite as celebratory and all-American as a neighborhood baseball game. As it happens, Springfield is celebrating the holiday with its 17th annual Throwback Baseball Game. Here to tell us about it and this old-timey tradition is Michael Haskins. He's the Executive Director of SPAR, the Springfield Preservation and Revitalization Council. Welcome back, Michael.
Thank you for having me. And yes, we are very excited for the July 4th baseball game, 10 a.m., Clutho Park in historic Springfield, presented by M&M Homes.
So you say this is the 17th year. It started in 2007. How did it get going?
It was originally a group of neighbors who, if you have been in Springfield, it's divided into East and West by Main Street. And so the neighbors like to have friendly competitions. And that evolved into the baseball game to determine each year who is the best side or which is the best side of Springfield, East or West. And from there, it's grown into a
Has that been
tradition.
decisively answered, which is the best side?
I can't say that it has. It's been a very good back and forth contest.
Okay.
So we'll see who wins it for at least another year.
When did the whole old-timey turn of the last century element come in?
So Springfield's a historic neighborhood, and I think that the residents had this idea that it would be a good way to honor the history of the neighborhood, which I think makes a lot of sense. And it has evolved into kind of increasingly authentic. So they wear wool uniforms. They use wooden bats. They use the five-finger gloves that were authentic to that time and era. And they are very, very committed to kind of keeping that spirit alive.
I think they could have been forgiven if they skipped the wool uniform for a July 4th baseball game. That seems like a unnecessary masochism.
But try convincing them of that. They love it. And so I think that they just have a really great time, and it adds a certain kind of element of fun to the whole
Hopefully
event.
they have a great dry cleaner. So you said wooden bats, five-finger gloves. What else? There's sort of like announcers that would have been perhaps in the day similar.
We get into it. So we have an organist who will play.
Oh, wow.
The national anthem will be sung by a barbershop quartet. And there's a announcer, a local resident named Kenny, who does it in kind of the outfit of a baseball announcer from that period of time, as well as kind of the voice and style. He imitates them. And he's really fun to listen to.
So how has it been stacking up in recent years, East Side versus West Side? Does one typically dominate?
It has been back and forth. West Side has won the last 2 years, and so East Side's looking to take back the trophy. I think that East Side has very good odds this year. Unfortunately, due to an injury on the West Side, but that's how it goes. You know, you play with the hand you're dealt, and East Side looks like they're going to have a good chance this year.
Do you know over all the 17 years, is there like a scoreboard that's kept over who's won and who's won most?
We do have that. We have a trophy from this all 17 years. I haven't gone and added it up. I really should and see. I represent all of the neighborhood, and I love both East and West Side. So I don't want to wade too deeply into that, but I will say that we keep the trophy at Strings, which is where our after party will be. And you can go check it out and count it up for yourself if you would like to.
And Strings is a bar on Main Street, we should say, a restaurant.
That's right. They're a sports brewery with restaurant, and they will be offering the after party. They also keep the original scoreboard from the baseball field when it was originally built, and we have a ceremony where we will write the scores from the game on the scoreboard.
Are there like mid-game hijinks I kind of think about like with minor league ball?
Absolutely. We'll start at 10 a.m. with pregame festivities, mainly for families and children. We run the bases. We play catch in the outfield. We'll have a seventh inning stretch program. And throughout, we will have, of course, that live organist and announcer. And you are welcome to go to food trucks. We'll have a bar there so that you can buy beverages, and a couple vendors so you can kind of enjoy the entire picnic-like atmosphere.
And so let's talk about what people ought to bring because, as we noted already, I mean, it's hot outside.
July is known in Florida for being a little bit warm. I would say we recommend treating it like a picnic. Bring camping chairs. If you have a canopy or tent, that makes for a great way to create some shade, sunscreen, sunglasses, hats, and treat it like a summer picnic.
There are bleachers there, though, correct?
There are bleachers. Seating is limited. Most of the time people choose to use camping chairs to offset that.
And Do you have to be a member? You have to be a resident to be on either team, or what are the limitations?
So the rules to play on a team are you have to have a house on the side that you're playing for, that you represent. The rules to attend the event are that it's free for anyone to attend, and we open it to the entire community. The joke is that they will have some interesting recruiting practices. So if someone has a second home that they rent out, maybe they can play for both sides. There was a player who used to play for JU this year who stands to reason he's going to be a pretty good player that is newly recruited to the team. So we'll see how he does. But that was definitely a big recruitment focus for the team during the offseason.
Well, it sounds like a great time. July 4th at Clutho Park. Michael Haskins with SPAR, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.